Hosea or Hosea? Hosea.
Hosea.
Now, I want to thank y'all for coming tonight. Being king, I know there are better places to hold a news conference than in the dungeon visiting room, but seeing as I'm the one in jail, we can't very well dwell on that night. As I'm sure y'all know, my name is King Hosea, former king of Israel. You see, I guess I owe y'all an explanation, seeing as you now, under the watchful eyes of your Assyrian counterparts, are leaving this neck of the woods for Assyria itself. Now, some of my more radical critics call it being deported, but personally, I think that language is a bit drastic. You see, my father Eli used to pull me aside when I was a young man, and he would say, son, all good things must come to an end, and I reckon this applies too. I'll be open for questions for a short while, so why don't we begin with you in the white turban? Why was my reign so ineffective? Now where's Pekah? That's you, Pekah. No offense, brother, but you really kind of put me in the hole early on in the reign. You see, I have received some heavy, if not undue, criticism on account of my short reign, a mere 9 years, which I remind you is too short a time to undo the damage of my predecessor's bad decisions. Like I said, he was a man by the name of King Pekah, lost a whole slew of lands to the Assyrian king Tiglath-Pileser, which put me in the hole early on in my reign. I was cleaning up after him ever since then. So, next question. How about you with the crooked staff? Did I or did I not assassinate King Pekah? Now, this is important. Let's not go slapping black and white language on the gray area. You see, now this is important. You see, I did the righteous thing. The only thing an upstanding gentleman of my political and social stature could do. I forced Pekah to step down. Now, granted, he came out on the raw end of the deal, being dead. But my critics go too far when they use the word assassinated. Like I said, I stated when it happened I did not kill him, and I guess it all boils down to this. It depends on what your definition of did not is. Now, let's hear from you. Let's hear from you with the most speed. You asked, I think what you asked. Was I a vassal for the king of Assyria? Now, there you go again with that extreme mindset. You see, I realized, unlike many of my counterparts, that the power of the king of Assyria was not to be underestimated. And accordingly, for the good of the people, always for the good of the people, I did undertake certain diplomatic measures. We were on peaceful, if not friendly, terms, but let's not go getting our ephods in a wad. We need to be careful with extreme views, and I just think we need to move on from here. So why don't we take you in the girded loins? Did I pay tribute to the king of Assyria? Now, you see, I'm a firm believer in perspective. The same camel can look and smell completely different depending on which end you're looking at. The important thing is not whether I did or whether I did not. Really and truly, the important thing is that I stopped. You see, it made King Shalmaneser of Assyria get mad. He threw me in jail, but mistook me for a shameless good old boy. And I guess, in the end, it was a self-sacrifice, really, all for the good of the people, you know, and the important thing is that I stopped paying, and I hate to use the word tribute, it's such a black and white word, so drastic, but let's move on to you with the half-eaten Peter. Yes. Why do I pretend that my reign wasn't a disaster, that I'm the last king of Israel? Son, you have a lot to learn, so let me put it to you straight. We held off the Assyrian siege for a whole 3 years. 3 years, mind you, before our beloved Samaria fell. You call that a disaster? I call that a victory, a moral victory. and that moral victory will live on in the hearts and minds of our Israelite sons and daughters. You see, son, I had for my reign only the best intentions, the sincerest motivations, I assure you. Now, no more questions. I have but one thing to say before I leave the public stage for good, and that is, I'm a misunderstood politician. Neither God nor his people should have anything against me. Really and truly, we did raise the occasion our share of pole, or build a humble tribute to Baal. Is that not within our humble rights? We gave pay God one ear, a portion of our time. We obeyed his decrees when it was considered most beneficial to do so. Is that not all we're obliged to do? But still his pestering prophets, harbingers of doom and misery, continue to decry our ways. Beware the streets, turn from your wickedness. And I said, brothers and sisters, really this is a matter of perspective. You take one look at God's law and you realize it's a list of suggestions, really and truly. You know why I know? I know because he knows that we know we're the ones that know how to run a kingdom. Really and truly. Does God really mind if we get along? I don't think so. I think it's the radicals that mind. I think it's the religious fanatics. I think it's the warmongers. They's the ones that mind, accusing me of assassinating kings, encouraging idolatry, paying tribute to foreign powers, acting on the orders of foreign kings. They the ones stirring up all the trouble, not me. They the ones that made this great, glorious kingdom of Israel fall, not me. But alas, here I am, misunderstood. I had for my reign only the best intentions, the sincerest of motivations, I assure you. Thank y'all for coming.